What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today we're using Slitherwing in Regulation I. Slitherwing is a powerful bug, the paradox form of Volcarona, one of the two, but the other one's not a bug type anymore, so it's like, whatever. Slitherwing with Bug Tera, Life Orb, potentially Protosynthesis boosted from the sun from Groudon, First Impression, can do so much damage. This can OHKO some restricteds with +2 priority before they can even move. Now, it's not often that you get yourself into that position. I'm hoping that I can pull that off at some point today. If I do, I'll probably make it Battle 1. But anyway, Groudon here sets the sun, Clear Amulet, Fire Tera, pretty standard Groudon set. I like that it has high horsepower, so you don't have to risk Precipice Blades or get completely walled out by Wide Guard. We have Flutter main Chi-Yu on this team. It's pretty standard, Scarf Ghost Chi-Yu, Sash Flutter main because we are on a Sun team instead of Booster Energy. So if you lead them, you might have a slow Flutter main, which can be a little awkward, but if you get the sun up, it's a great Flutter. Stellar, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Icy Wind. Icy Wind is your spread, so I kind of get that set, it makes sense. And then at the bottom, we've got another combo of Miraidon and Farigiraf. Miraidon setting electric terrain can assist the whole team in being immune to Spore, which this team would be a little bit awkward against otherwise. And it's just specs. It's Fairy Gleam, it's all the good stuff, plus Farigiraf, Electric Seed. It's a combo you've seen a million times before. Water Tera Farigiraf with Electric Seed on terrain with Foul Play does great in the Calyrex Ice, for example. And the Helping Hand there can also be nice. I don't know if I'd ever get into this position, but you could Helping Hand, Life Orb, Protosynthesis, Tera Bug, First Impression. There's probably even more restricted that can one-shot. But I'm hoping Slitherwing can do well. I'm not saying it's a very good Pokemon. It is a bug after all. But let's see what it can do. Alright, we're fighting a Dondozo team. It's just Pow Knight, Miraidon, Ice Rider, and Dondozo. Okay. First Impression is the same priority as Extreme Speed. And we also have Farigiraf, which is pretty good into Pow Knight, obviously. Now, against Dondozo, I definitely want to use Miraidon as much as I can. Setting Sun wouldn't be terrible either. It doesn't leave much room for Slitherwing, but I'm going to bring Slitherwing. How about Slitherwing Farigiraf? There's not really many leads that like to take a First Impression, honestly, so I don't hate that with Miraidon. And do I actually bring Groudon is the question, or would Flutter main do better for me? I'm kind of leaning Flutter main. We have Focus Sash. We have Icy Wind, right? Yeah. I think I'm going this route. I'm not sure if their POW would have Spinner when they're a Miraidon team. So it might be Crash. No trainer card. Well, let's see what the lead is. I'm assuming Pow Knight, but I could be wrong. It's Miraidon Dozo. Okay. Gotcha. How much do I think I can do with a Helping Hand First Impression into Miraidon? Oh, well, let's calc it real quick. Tera Bug, Life Orb, Helping Hand. That does a ton of damage. I'm clicking it. Tera Bug, First Impression, Helping Hand. Go ahead and protect your Miraidon, I guess. I know you want to. We're terastallizing, and it doesn't look like they are. I was a little worried they might be Ghost or Fairy on their Miraidon, which would resist Bug. I don't think they would have Protect Miraidon on this team. So we're going to get the Helping Hand First Impression. How much? All of it! Let's go! Let's go! So if they were trying to Volt Switch into Tatsugiri, they don't get it this turn, which is awesome. And it's just order up. Yeah, you get no attack boost, basically no damage. They were definitely going to go Volt Switch into Tatsugiri there. Let's go. Now you should reveal your 4th so that you don't just reveal that you're committing to Dondozo. Yeah. Hello, Calyrex. In which case, I'm thinking probably Foul Play into Calyrex just to cover that slot and click Leech Life into Dozo. I do think they might just hard into Tatsugiri, but they could also protect Dondozo here, and I don't think they would want Trick Room necessarily. Yeah, Calyrex just swaps, that's fine. We know they have Calyrex in the back. If we could bait out Tera, that would be nice. Maybe I should have gone into Miraidon. Honestly, if we had U-turn, I would have clicked that. That would have been cool. They are very slow, Dondozo. We're actually faster with Slitherwing. That's interesting. And they just click Order Up into Farigiraf. Okay. Getting Flutter Mane in for Slitherwing is pretty safe. And it resets my first impression for later, which I like to do. And then I guess I click Foul Play, right? It should do more than Psychic. They're gonna boost their attack. I don't want a Trick Room. They're actually a slow Dozo. If they KO something, I get to bring in Miraidon, which is nice. If they're forced to Tera, I have a lot of super effective moves into Calyrex. Alright, they click Wave Crash here. Flutter Mane lives on Sash. I like getting some free recoil. It's not a ton of damage, but it's nice. I think I protect Flutter and click Foul Play again. They might bait this out with their own Protect. No, they just click Earthquake. That's cool. That won't KO Farigiraf. So we get this Foul Play. Oh, that actually KO'd Dondozo. I thought it would live one. Okay. I guess slightly awkward thing is I don't know if there's Scarf on Tatsugiri. But I do think I click Moonblast and Foul Play here. Calyrex just protects. That makes me think it's not Scarf Tatsu. Yeah, we get to Moonblast. It was Sash Tatsu. Okay. So if they connect Icy Wind or Muddy Water or whatever into Flutter, that's fine. Calyrex just protecting is actually awesome. That means I get to click First Impression at it. And they would have to, what? If I double the Calyrex with First Impression Electro Drift, what Tera do they have that can take that? Ground, I guess, would. That doesn't seem very likely. Water would not. Grass would not. Fire is iffy. Yeah, I'm doubling Calyrex, which gets the double protect. Of course it does. Well, that'll do it. If they connect Draco into Miraidon and it's enough, I imagine it would be. They should be back special attack if they're Sash. Yup. They still have Tera for Calyrex. Should I have split there? Well, I have to play as if Tatsugiri is a non-factor, I guess. So I Leech Life the Calyrex. Hope it has Grass Tera. It's probably Water if they want to go for that double protect play. It was Fire. And they have Helping Hand. Okay. Single target Helping Hand Glacial Lance, I think, gets me. If not, I have to click. Oh, that did nothing. Close combat will do about double that, which is not enough. Close combat will do a little more than double that, but that's still not enough. And plus, here we go. Goodbye. Oh, come on! So if they'd gone for the Tera, I think Drift plus First Impression probably picks up. It might not have anyway. With Fire Tera. But good game. I mean, that happens. Please get a trainer card. Alright, we've got Shadow Rider, Koraidon here. They've got Landorus, Incineroar, Brute Bonnet, and Raging Bolt. Okay, so they got Fake Out, they got potentially Sucker Punch, they got Thunderclap, they got some priority. We're not going to disagree on the weather, which is nice. That boosts Slitherwing right away. Koraidon scares Slitherwing, though, quite a bit. Since it's going to have fire moves, and we can't get away from our fire weakness. They also have Intimidate. Slitherwing in the back is what I'm thinking, because of all that. Flutterfish. Isn't so bad. Especially if they bring Sun. Ooh, I like that a lot. Wait, do I bring no restricted? No, I don't need Farigiraf if I'm leading Flutterfish because I have Ghost Tera. Slitherwing and... I guess it's Miraidon? They don't have a ton of ways to KO Miraidon other than Landorus. And I guess Draco Meteor. It's possible I can save Tera for Miraidon as well. Depending on if I want to burn it on Chi-Yu right away. I think this is fine. Chi-Yu can threaten the Shadow Rider if they go straight into that. No trainer card. And don't give me Sun. Because if they give me Sun, Fluttermane's just faster. Instant Calyrex. Okay. You have to know that I can Tera Ghost my Chi-Yu. Here's the question. Do you call Tera Ghost Chi-Yu and knock off? I am currently in Great Ball because it's a new month. I'm not going to say they're going to knock off into Chi-Yu directly. No, there's no way. I'm going to Moonblast Calyrex, and I'm going to click Snarl. With Tera Ghost. Alright, Chi-Yu would be the first to Tera, even if they Tera. If they call this or something goes wrong, well, we're in a lot of trouble right away. Okay, it's just the Fake Out play. No Tera from their Calyrex either. Snarl does so much damage. But they were Sash Calyrex with no Tera. That's alright. If they clicked Astral, it will hurt. I'm not gonna lie. But we actually both hang on. Even Fluttermane hanging on through the Beads of Ruin. That's crazy. That Snarl was awesome, then. I needed to Tera. Yeah, everything seemed to work out, though. I like it. Raging Bolt. Okay. thinking swap Chi-Yu into Miraidon. They still have Tera, which is a little awkward. Because I can protect Flutter. Because I think they would want to Thunderclap here. So I'm just going to deny both. Get myself in some sort of position. They could also click like Snarl, but they're not going to Terrastalize. Oh, they Volt switched into Flutter Mane. They did knock off my specs, okay. I think I want to Volt switch out, but I also want to Moonblast somebody. I think I want to get rid of Incineroar. Moonblast plus Volt Switch. Okay, Thunderclap. Okay, they didn't. That's good. They also didn't Tera their Raging Bolt. That scares me. Incin down. They didn't Tera. It's either going to be a Draco or a Volt Switch. I expect their last to be Koraidon. So I'm going to bring in Slitherwing here. It was a Dragon Pulse. Okay, good. Slitherwing can take that. Looks like we could have taken a Draco. Way to go, Slitherwing. There's Koraidon. We get our speed, we get our attack. They get their special attack. Thunderclapping through the rest of my team is really scary. I think they need to Tera their Koraidon. I want to double Raging Bolt. If they let me Moonblast and First Impression into it, that would be great. Big First Impression. No Tera. So they must be Thunderclapping Flutter Mane, yeah. And they click Flame Charge. Good play. I think I'm pinned. So you can Thunderclap the Chi-Yu. And Collision Course the Miraidon. As long as Miraidon goes down to that, you win. I don't have my specs anymore, which is bad. So I need to call Tera on Koraidon. KO with Electro Drift. That won't happen. Or maybe they don't Thunderclap and I can Dark Pulse the Raging Bolt. They just protect Koraidon and Thunderclap Chi-Yu, I guess. No. Oh. Okay, hang on. They do have the +1 speed, so as long as they're faster than Chi-Yu, which we're modest 252, they get to move first. I'm gonna switch it up to Draco Meteor and Dark Pulse. Flame Charge into Chi-Yu. I clicked Draco. Hang on. Hang on. Can we do this? Come on, Miraidon, let's go! Yes! Whoo! Okay. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I think they were trying to call me Electro Drifting again. Get a trainer card. Alright, here we've got Eternatus. That's cool. Shadow Rider, King Gambit, Water Pond, Incineroar, Tornadus. So they have the Tornadus speed control. They might even have Rain, which is awkward. Slitherwing cannot touch Eternatus. But Miraidon can do a lot into this team. We also have Psychic on Farigiraf, which is nice. Snarl is tempting, but that's why they have King Gambit. Oh, I don't think they would bring King Gambit into this matchup, though. I think it would be both Restricteds, Incineroar, Ogerpon, or Torn? I don't think it's going to be King Gambit. Snarl is a lot less valuable, though, if they just do bring Torn. But I think I like Chi-Yu anyway. Don't love Chi-Yu Flutter, but I like Chi-Yu. Maybe Chi-Yu Miraidon. Just start blasting. Have Slitherwing. Groudon in the back. Not bringing Farigiraf feels awkward. I'm gonna do Miraidon, Farigiraf, Slitherwing, Groudon. Yeah, I'm dropping the Snarl. I don't know. I want Farigiraf in case I need speed control. I feel like that would be more important. No trainer card. Plus, I still have a good matchup into Shadow Rider with Farigiraf since I'm immune to Ghost. Okay, it's Eternatus and Tornadus. They actually exerted their pressure before Miraidon. So we know they're faster than our Miraidon. That's interesting. That means Trick Room is the play, right? And they just have to call whether I'm going to Terrastalize. Yeah, basically. Okay. They could Sludge Bomb, they could Dragon Move, and I just have to call it. I'm going to Terrastalize, and I'm going to Volt Switch off the Torn and set Trick Room. If they call this and click Poison Move, there's not really much I can do, because they could also have called me to call that and click Dragon Move. So the ball's in their court, really. They have to get this call right. I don't have to get this call right. They do. Alright, they set Tailwind. I like to see that. And, okay, it's Dynamax Cannon into Farigiraf. That was a safer play. That did a lot of damage. Okay, we take out Torn. Beautiful. There goes their weather control, meaning we can go into Groudon now in Trick Room, which will be very nice. Especially while they have Tailwind up. That was a lot of damage. I wonder if they're like specs. They're definitely going to have a Tera Type to handle Precipice Blades. Incineroar. Well, you can't fake me out, and you have two ground weaknesses here. So I'm clicking Precipice Blades, no question about it. Do I click Helping Hand? Yes. That's not a Tera. They might be protecting Eternatus. They might be clicking Fake Out in front of Farigiraf. Okay, let's go. Come on, Groudon. Eat them both alive. Bam. Get out of my face. Alright. Should be Shadow Rider last, which is Farigiraf food. Though they still have Tera. Yeah, there's Shadow Rider. Is there anything I can do to take advantage of them potentially protecting here? Not really. I'm just gonna click High Horsepower and Foul Play. They're gonna terrastalize. Foul play will do way less, but the high horsepower will do this. Oh, will do the same. They're Tera Ghosts. This combo should KO as long as they both connect. Foul play always connects. It wasn't as much as I was expecting. High horsepower, yeah, finishes it. Good. Thought so. All right, good game. They must have been like specs or something. Not protecting there. Like, I thought the Eternatus was specs at first, but maybe it wasn't. And that was. Good game, get a trainer card. Ah, Slithering didn't come out. Alright, here we're fighting a very powerful Regulation F team, but this is on the ranked ladders, so, I mean, you're allowed to do that. Tornadus, Landorus, Chenpao, Urshifu, Amoonguss, and Goldengo. I could totally lose to this, I'm not gonna lie. Landorus is actually a really bad matchup. Miraidon seems necessary. The problem is if I Fairy Tera, I become weak to Goldengo. They have good control with speed with Tailwind. I think Miraidon for Rigorath is the way to go then. I definitely want to bring Slitherwing, even though it's a terrible matchup for Slitherwing. Oh dang. Oh no, this is actually pretty bad for Slitherwing. And then Groudon with ground moves is probably fine. Yeah, we can weaken their Surging Strikes. With Miraidon, we shouldn't have problems with Spore, and we can threaten Goldengo pretty well. Chi-Yu and Fluttermane are a lot better when we have better speed control than the opponent, and we do not. We might even be setting Trick Room. So I think this is the play. And I mean, we got Slitherwing with Life Orb in the sun, no trainer card. So maybe it can do something in this matchup. Torn Lando. Okay. We're gonna get intimidated, which doesn't matter. Then we get our Electric Seed boost, which will make us very tanky, which I like to see. I think I need to Tera my Miraidon, so I think I'll just go Tera Gleam here. Because, like, Goldengo's a little bit of a problem, but Landorus is bigger of a problem. Yeah, Fairy Gleam plus Foul Play, and I'm hoping that's enough to take Landorus. It has a huge attack stat. I guess it could... I don't think it would defensively Tera here, but I guess it could be, like, Steel and be worried about Draco Meteor, in which case it could Tera and then resist the Fairy move. Tornadus protects. Lando? Doesn't protect. Okay. So we're going to get some free Gleam damage here. Whoo! Big damage. And it's just an Earthquake from Landorus. Okay. I mean, it's not going to do nothing. It'll hurt. But then we get to take out Landorus. We doubled into the correct slot. The fact that they didn't Tailwind means we could have gotten away with not Terraing our Miraidon. We would have lost Miraidon, of course, but we're still going to, because now they can Tailwind and take it out. Yeah, it's Goldengo. In that case, I think I make you do it. I click Gleam and Trick Room. Because you need to Tailwind to get faster. Yeah. And I don't think you can take out Rigorath from here. Yeah, not even close. Perfect. Alright, now we can get Groudon in to threaten the Goldengo under Trick Room while they got Tailwind up. Nice. And then maybe they want to set Rain or something, but I don't really care. What I can't do is hard swap into the Bug because Bleak Wind Storm is a threat. I'm going to click High Horsepower into Goldengo and Psychic into Tornadus. They still do have Tera, all of their flying type. One flying type is gone. The other flying type is already on the field. They can't really swap Golden Go. They can Tera Golden Go. But they're at -1, so how threatening can they really be? Dragon Tera. Okay. First impression does a lot more to you now. And they do set rain. Okay. I wasn't too attached to the sun, honestly. Here's some psychic damage. That does not do very much, but it does lower special defense. High horsepower does half to Golden Go. Who has a citrus berry? Ooh, man. They just click Make It Rain to go to -2. Okay. Honestly, I want to hit Tornadus as much as I can. Probably Heat Crash. How much Trick Room? 3 turns of Trick Room. So I could go Heat Crash, Protect. And then double into it again. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Because I don't want to get hit. I don't want to fail to take it out and then get Bleak Windstorm. Golden Go protects, that's good. Heat Crash does a decent chunk to Tornadus. And yeah, Bleak Windstorm. It'll hit Groudon, it can't lower our speed. It can do damage. I've been clicking high horsepower into Golden Go and assuming close combat can take out Tornadus. Golden Go being able to live the turn is a little awkward. Tornadus just protects. That's a little awkward, I guess. Close combat. At least it doesn't lower our special defense now. They just click Nasty Plot. Alright, they're going to protect with Golden Go for sure. I mean, Tailwind is gone. Who's faster? I don't know how fast their Golden Go would be. I'm going to click a high horsepower into it and a close combat into their Tornadus. Torn Swap. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice something so they can get Tailwind up. And if I had doubled that slot, I would have been able to take out POW, but then they would be able to get Tailwind plus Make It Rain. Yeah, I think I'm pinned. Especially with the Chen Pao with a Sash here. I guess it's possible I'm faster than Golden Go with Slither Wing. So I could protect Groudon from the Chen Pao's attack. Potentially outspeed and take out Golden Go. And then it'll be the last turn of rain, so you can't guarantee Bleak Wind. It's a shot. I think I'm probably just slower than Golden Go and lose here. It is Ice Spinner into Groudon, of course. There's also a small chance we live to Make It Rain. They're only neutral. We're faster. Okay, hang on. Hang on. This ain't over. Because they could also just connect to the raw Bleak Wind, obviously. They probably will. With Chen-Pao on the field. Slitherwing moving first. I'm gonna click Heat Crash into Chen-Pao. Don't think they let me get that off. Is it worth lowering my defense again? I think Leech Life with Sword of Ruin does it. Yeah, there's Ice Spinner. I need to dodge Bleak Wind. If I dodge Bleak Wind, Leech Life can KO. I'm only at -1 defense. I might be able to take on Chen-Pao. I don't dodge Bleak Wind. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit usually. Good game. Dang, with a Reg F team too. Maybe Slitherwing is like not good? Who knows? Good game. Ah, but please get a trainer card. And we're back. Thank you very much, Evan, for making this team. Slitherwing was fun. Probably not great, but fun. It did do a couple cool things. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on my video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And anyways, I'm Jordy. And alright, peace.